Well, it's Tuesday, and you know what that means? It's Newsday Tuesday. Glad that you could take a few moments and join with me for some updates and just some general information of all things Crossroads Church. Good to see you. Glad to be seen by you. Just good to hang out for a few minutes today. Well, as we move into this week, June the 16th, I believe, June the 16th, we are progressing along. We had wonderful weekend services, 3 services, and at least for the time being, we're going to be staying in 3 services. We'll let you know if we make changes there. So stay tuned. That's why it's a really good thing to stay tuned to both our Tuesday updates and then our Thursday encouragement, because I add a little bit to that as well each day. And let me just start by saying, if you are joining me for our 7:14 prayer in the morning, that's such a good time. And I want to encourage you to do that. Stay with us. But also, if you haven't been, join us. We'd love to have you. That's on my Facebook page. So you'll need to friend me and look forward to sharing those times of prayer with you. I want to go through a few things today that really, I just want to give a big shout out. These are wins as I look at them. And they're just such a good reflection of what God is doing through you, Crossroads Church, during this very unique time in our history. Yesterday would have been the day that we began our Royal Family Kids, the camp for Royal Family Kids. And under the conditions that we're presently in, we couldn't do that. But I want to tell you what we did do. I wanted to give a shout out to the volunteers and to the staff and to those who worked so diligently. Here's what happened. They assembled 66 backpacks of all kinds of good things to be delivered with their names on their backpacks, be delivered to each of the children who are a part of the Royal Family. Staff did that. They went out, the Royal Family staff did that. They went out and I believe, made such an incredible contribution in the lives of these precious children. And so I just want to say a huge thank you. Well done. Way to go. Attaboy. So cool. And we're believing that next year we have a great camp. Things will be back to a sense of normalcy for camp season, and we'll look forward to serving those wonderful children and others next year. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Circle of Care. That is really a compassion ministry at Crossroads Church, serving literally hundreds of families every week. During this pandemic, we have been serving just so many folks in need, and what a privilege it is to come alongside so many people who have needs. And a big thank you to Chuck and Terry Kime, who work so diligently with a great staff of volunteers, serving people who have physical needs. Man, I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the partnership that we have. And I'm also so grateful for the generosity of so many people who make this happen. And, it's organizations like, oh my goodness, I can't, Southwest Traders, for example, Albertsons and Vons and Stater Brothers and Costco and so many others that partner with us. I think this past weekend, they received literally hundreds of gallons of milk to be able to give away. So I don't know if any of those partnerships are watching this today, but if you are, thank you. What a blessing. And there's a little piece of news about Circle as well that you just need to be, I want to inform you that we have moved back to more of a regular schedule with Circle of Care, which will distribute food on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. We've come away from the Wednesday. The demand has diminished a little bit. We're grateful for that. But I want you to know, if you have needs, Circle of Care is there to provide those needs for you. So once again, thank you. And to all the volunteers, way to go. Attaboy. Fabulous job. Great job. And then finally, we're on these weekends, we're having family services. And so parents are bringing their children into our services at 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 11:30. And, right now we're just not in a place to have kids ministries. It's just really difficult to socially distance kids. Kids want to be kids. Can you blame them? I mean, it's hard to social distance adults. We want to be hanging out with everybody. But right now, we just aren't in a position to do that. Now, that day is going to change one of these days, and I hope it's sooner than later, as we all do. But in the meantime, we're having family services. And so my next attaboy shout out, way to go, is to parents and to children. You have been in our services, and it is a delight to have you worship in the auditorium with your parents. And you guys are doing an awesome job of being attentive to the worship and in the service. It's so good. And parents, you guys are rock stars. Well done. Great job. You are leading your family. You are training your children in such marvelous ways. It's a comfortable place to come and worship. There were families just feeling comfortable. There's enough distance in the auditorium because of the way it's set up, because of the distancing. I'm telling you, it just makes for a great environment. So thank you for entrusting these moments together as families. But I want you to know you're doing such a great job. And it's so good to have the families together, worshiping together. So way to go. Attaboy. Keep it up. Well, all that to say, these are just some wins. Thank you. So many thanks to be given out. I know I always miss somebody, but just a general thank you to Crossroads Church. Well, as we move through this week, we'll do an update on Thursday. Maybe I'll have some information on, maybe new requirements or the lessening of requirements on the churches. I hope so. And if we do, we'll let you know. But in the meantime, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, many of you have, you're watching me on YouTube right now, make sure you do. And hit that notification bell. That way, you'll have a notification when we go live with a video. Also, love to have you join me at 7:14 in the mornings for prayer. And then as we approach the weekend, once again, still taking reservations for services. That just helps us manage those numbers for each of the services. So go online to go to crossroads.com. All the information that you need to register, to reserve your spot for services this weekend is there. Well, blessings to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful remainder of Tuesday and a great remainder of this week. We'll see you again soon. We'll see you on Thursday, maybe even tomorrow morning at prayer at 7:14. Blessings to you. Have a great day.